Hello family, welcome back to the channel. I'm Toni.Lynn and I'm back with another pick a card. Today's pick a card, we are going to be tapping in to find out why do you leave people speechless? Okay, why do you leave them speechless, shocked, amazed, impressed, like flabbergasted, all of that. Okay, so for those of you who are new and are not familiar, pop-up messages always come up throughout all of the readings and all of the pals, so please be mindful of that. And also, I use music in my readings, so if any music happens to come up, the link will always be left down in the description box for you to use as you will create your own little personal playlist, or do whatever with it that you will. Okay, if you would like to have a personal reading from me, please go ahead on over to www.divinesoul.ascension.com. The readings that I do are very similar to these readings here. They are pre-recorded so that you can listen to them anytime that you choose to. They are just personalized to you. If there is a specific type of reading that you would like for me to do and you don't see the topic on my website, go down the description box, get my email address and leave me an email and I will get back to you and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Also, don't forget, if you enjoy these messages, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. Okay, I do enjoy reading you guys' comments and I do interact back with you all. Okay, so let's get to your pals. Today we are using these crystal bracelets for you to choose from. So pal number one, your bracelet is, I believe, turquoise or amazonite. It might be amazonite, not really sure, but that is your bracelet. Pal number two, this is a chakra bracelet with tiger's eye crystals. And this is for pal number three. It's just a colorful, like bohemian type bracelet that I really like. I like the colors on it. Okay, so go ahead, pause this, take as much time as you need choosing your pal, and I will meet you guys at your reading. Okay, pal number one, if you chose the turquoise bracelet, then this is your reading. As you can see, I went ahead and pulled two cards out so that we could go ahead and get this thing flowing. I didn't get a song for you yet, but because I just want to switch it up a little bit. Maybe I'll get a song in between or after I read off what I channeled from these cards. Okay, so first off, like I said, we are tapping in to find out, why do you leave people speechless, shocked, amazed, and impressed? Okay, so first of all, people are impressed with your beautiful, youthful energy and demeanor. It feels very bright, lighthearted, carefree, inspirational also. Like, I feel like people get inspired by watching you. People are impressed with the way that you handle life. You seem to take on hard responsibilities while still being able to manage to keep a smile on your face, as well as find time to enjoy life. People are speechless and shocked at the way that you are able to successfully walk away from things, people, or places that to other people seem to be long term, or feel like it it should be a permanent fixture in your life. Like, let's say like a long-term friendship, a friendship that you may have had for like 20 years, a marriage, things that other people would be really locked into, a job that, people feel like they would have retired from. Like, I feel like you're a person, if something is not working for you, or it's not making you happy, or even making you stressed, I feel like you're a person, you're gonna go and find another outlet or another route for yourself. Okay. People are shocked every time you say hell no to something that they would have been afraid to say hell no to, and you choose you and your own happiness and your own peace. Like, you seem to do this so easy. Like, you make people feel like you're just unbothered. And I feel like people are trying to figure out how you're not afraid, because these are the type of people that you would, and I don't know if you do this, but these are the type of people that you would tell your dreams to. I'll give you an example. Like, I I had a government job for 13 years. And while I was there, the whole time I was there, like, I just knew, at least in the second half, because the first half, like, it was really fun there, but it eventually got a little, crazy and toxic and everything. Like, and I just always knew that that was not going to be my final place where I was going to end up at, where I was going to retire from. And I would say that to people all the time, and they would look at me like I'm crazy and be like, well, where else you going to go to make this kind of money? And what else is it there? Like, do you know what, everything was about the money. Do you know what kind of money, we make? Like, why would you want to leave? And what are you going to do after you leave here? And like, it was on some, yeah, right, we'll believe it when we see it type shit or whatever, you know what I mean? But I knew I wasn't meant to be there forever. And for sure, after 13 years, I left. And, I could feel people trying to figure out, like, how in the world are they, still surviving and thriving after leaving this good government job? Like, so you see how that's a government job. Like, people usually don't leave government jobs, on their own free will. People usually retired or get fired from those jobs. Not me, honey. I resigned, okay? Because money is not everything. And I feel like this is like your type energy, your happiness, your peace is everything, okay? And because of this opens up many opportunities for you to get the same thing or more, and still enjoy, like a better job, making more money, where you feel more free, and there's more independence, and you're able to take trips and do all, where more perks might come up. And people are like, what? How is there even a job better than this that even exists? Like, it's like people let their fear just like cloud their vision for life, their confident. Like, it's like people who aren't confident. But so people are trying to figure out, like, how you're not afraid and how you're able to find better after you walk away from this. Like, I feel like these are people who may feel like who might feel like you're also ungrateful, like when you first walk away from these things or these people or whatever, who they would have thought you would have saw, saw value in, saw more value in or whatever. So it's like, they're ungrateful, like, because if I had this, then I would have. And then when they see that you're flourishing, and you're flourishing, like you're flourishing even better than you were there, now they're saying, oh, you must be lucky. So they're not really speechless. They might not, maybe they're not saying it to people, but these are the things, these are the things that they're thinking. These are haters. You know, some of them wouldn't dare say it, but they're thinking it. You know, they're speechless that you were able to not only survive but thrive after walking away from these things, places, people, all of that. Some of you, this could even be walking away from a home, you know, for, you know, this could be like, let's say like you might be in a beautiful home, but maybe this home is too much responsibility, unnecessary responsibility in your eyes. And it's like, man, I could go get an apartment where I don't gotta, you know, I just pay one fee, paid a little bit of bills, and I don't have to worry about fixing stuff in the house. I don't gotta worry about, whereas, you know, we're in a world where we were taught, like, you know, the dream is to own your own home, but not everybody wants that responsibility, you know, of paying a mortgage and still having to fix their own things. Sometimes it's more money out your pocket. So, you know, this is like another scenario. People would be like, why would you do that? Like, you know what I mean? People would kill to have their own home. It's like, yeah, but you don't understand the work that comes and stress that comes along with it. Like, I feel like your thing is walking away from stress. It's like, I don't have time for stress. Okay. So, people are surprised that after you walk away, you're still able to manage life. Like, life is still good. Look at his beautiful smile. Like, look at his beautiful smile. He's starting over, starting something new, and he's excited and he's happy. And it's like, man, you know, he's hopeful for what's to come, for the future. And look how this kid here, that's the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the Two of Pentacles. Look how she's just, you know, she has more, she's balancing life right here. It's like more things on her plate, but it's like, first of all, you have a lot of guidance. Both of them have butterflies around them, so it's like spirit like guiding you or whatever, helping to guide you through this, helping to look, there's a butterfly here, like, okay, you can, like, cheering you on. Like, I feel like you have like guide, like spirit guiding you, cheering you on, giving you the strength, keeping you positive, and showing you the path, you know. And then she's just like, I'm gonna do this. And it's like, she's enjoying it. It's like childlike nature. So it's like the fear of falling in that water. It's like, I don't have that fear, because these butterflies are whispering in my ear and also putting like a barrier around me. So there's like a protective net around you so that you can't really fall, whatever. Like, you know, so people see you as lucky, like I said, and blessed. It's like, how? Like, how? It's like, I would have been fell from, you know, stress, paranoia, anxiety, all of that. Like, so they're shocked that you're able to still manage life after you do walk away from these things. People are most shocked and impressed with your fearlessness. I just heard your focus also. They're impressed with your positive outlook on life. Like, a lot of people don't understand that it's the optimism and the faith in your own abilities and capabilities that draw all of these beautiful opportunities to you and draws all of this supernatural help to you. You know, it's your mindset, it's your thought pattern, and it's almost like, you know, you have a lot of control, because it's like, as long as I'm in control, I know I'm going to be good. Like, I will never allow anybody else to tell me what to do with my life, you know, because, like, I don't know if I could trust their guidance, but I can trust mine. And even when I'm falling off, like, because I'm the one that took those steps, I know, like, if I need to backtrack, I know where I made the mistake at. I know where to fix it, where I went wrong, all of that. Like, I feel like you're a person who, you appear to be very much in control of your life, you know. People are shocked that you don't need the help that they thought that you would need. But like I said, you have all these beautiful opportunities and resources coming to you because you always seem to have hope and faith that life has better in store for you always. Like, I feel like some people might feel like, well, it's the, you know, you may think the grass is greener, but I don't feel like you have that mentality. It's just like, I'm constantly wanting to grow and evolve and be better, you know. It's kind of like it's like, you know, when somebody cheats on you and they leave you and they go for somebody that's worse than you. It's like, why would you do that? Like, of course, if you walk away, you want better, like, you know. You also have a lot of endurance too. People are speechless at how blessed you appear to be. How you always end up with what you need and more. Like, I feel like you incite a lot of like jealousy in people. Like, you know, people that feel like, well, I wish I had that. I wish I, you know. People are speechless and impressed with your willpower and your ability to manage a lot of things at once. Like, you're a really great multitasker, you know. You don't appear to get stressed, or if you do, you handle stress like very well. They're speechless and shocked when because when life to them on the outside looks to be chaotic for you. Like, this is the outside looking in. To them, it's like, oh, things getting chaotic now. And it's like, not only are you still laughing, joking, appearing to be unbothered, but it's like things always seem to turn around and work out in your favor. It's like, what? How did they get up out of there? It's like, because because you're self-motivated. You're self-reliant. You're a self-starter. Like, everything comes from you, and well, in turn of from inside of you, like from spirit. Like, you're self-led. You appear to have like blinders on all the time. You know, some people might even say selfish, but whatever. Like I said, I feel like a lot of these people are like, because they're speechless because they didn't think that you would be able to do it. That's what it feels like, you know. You have a lot of like playful energy, but you're like confident, you know. People, they're speechless at how confident and brave you are, how bright you shine also, and how you have a warm heart also. And there are a lot of people that's proud of you though. So as I was saying, like, people are speechless because they feel like you handle change very well. You know, a lot of people don't like change. You handle it very well, and you seem to balance your work and personal life perfectly. Like, I feel like a lot of you probably travel often also, or you have like a lot of like leisure time for yourself, like when other people can't seem to find either the time or the money to travel or do things, you know, for themselves. Enjoy life, you know, take time out. Like, you know, this world is like really stressed, you know. But and I feel like these are people who are stressed out also, who are speechless. Like, I feel like you will also be another. I feel like you would be, and other people feel like you would be a great manager if you're not already. Like, people think that you would make things like so much easier for them because you appear to make your life feels easy to people. Okay, so let's get a few more cards. Let's see. Yeah, quickly we can go with this. Beautiful optimism. Your energy is just so vibrant. I'm looking at this card right here. It says you get shit done. Like, and that's how people feel about you. It's like, you're such a badass, like, you're a leader, but it's like, I feel like you don't give that energy off, but you are. Watching you, I feel like it's like you're such a badass. Like, damn, you could do everything, or you can handle everything. You know, even if you can't do everything, you ain't afraid of trying everything. Oh, you have very abundant nature. We have abundance here twice. People are speechless at how abundant you are. Like I said, you're abundant because you don't have any mental blocks. You don't have the stress that people, the stress is what creates blockages in our lives, you know, stress and anger and, you know, those shadow emotions, you know, jealousy and all of that stuff, and resentment, and, you know, all of those things they're repellent to abundance, you know, and you don't have that. And you like, I feel like there's not a jealous bone in your heart, because I feel like you believe that there's enough for everybody, and there is, and this is why you are so abundant. Anything else to hear on why people are speechless? You're always blossoming and always making the best out some of the craziest like situations. This is a lotus flower. It's like blossoming through mud, like going through the mud and coming out more beautiful, more strong, and more shining, even brighter. Like, how do you shine after coming out of mud? Look at the money that's just piling up inside of that flower. Like, you have an abundance of everything available to you, because you have abundant nature. Like, because I just feel like you have you value you. I feel like, and it's crazy because it's like people feel like you don't value things and people and all of that, but I feel like you do. I feel like you value life, like real life, more than you just value people. It's like, you know that there's a purpose for beings. I feel like maybe you value your purpose more than you value people. It's not that you don't value people, but it's like, I can't value you over my own life mission, kind of like that. Like, it's like, I love you, but I got to love me more than I love anybody else. Okay. People are impressed with your connection and devotion. Like I'm saying, like, to spirit, to your purpose, to your journey. Like, people are impressed. It says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Your vision. People are impressed with your vision, your blinders, your ability to survive and empower yourself, and constantly grow spiritually. You're compassionate, and also you're compassionate. You have high self-esteem also. This is the Beggar card. It says confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Like, you appear to be fearless to people. Awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Like, you balance out. Look at the visionary card here. People are impressed with your vision, but you are very balanced in, there's no naive energy here. Like, you're very balanced in spirit and physical world. It's like, let me show y'all how to work both energies. This says the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. This is because you live by your own your own conscience, your own consciousness, and your own conscience, like you're being led. And yeah, you're very self-driven, but spirit-driven also. Seems like there's always stuff going on around you. Because, like, look how he has leaves and the butterfly right there. The butterfly is what's keeping you focused. That's like spirit to me. But he has leaves and butterflies and stuff around them. There's something down here, a feather down here on the floor. That's inspiration down on the ground. And then she has all of this stuff floating around her. And then she has all these butterflies around her. And then she has all these things, you know, floating around her. And it's like your ability to go within and block all of that. Figure out what it is that you need to do. Open your eyes back up and then get moving and not be distracted. Yeah, it's your ability to not allow yourself to be distracted by the things that distract other people. You know, people are speechless. You feel a little superhero, supernatural, something like that. Why are people speechless? What are people speechless about when it comes to pile number one? Why do pile number one leave people speechless? Your ability to handle chaos. You see? The way that you handle storms, dark times. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you able to survive in mud and come out beautiful and shiny after living in mud? Like, how? How are you able to make it out beautifully and prosper and abundant and prosperous out of after having, you know, dark times and tower moments and, you know, and I just heard that's light work. And then maybe it's like light work, like, you know, see the lightning bolt is like God, that's God working. Or it's light work, it's easy to me because I'm not doing it alone. Y'all think I'm doing it alone, but people are recognizing that you're not doing it alone. They're recognizing the supernatural energy around you. Why are people because you're always being led by your heart and your soul. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not distracted by the money and stuff like that. Because it's like it's raining money and stuff around her, kind of. Like, you're not distracted by earthly pleasures, earthly things. Even though you gain these, you seem to gain these things easily, you're not led by these things. Like, how do you still keep your heart connected to spirit and still gain all these earthly pleasures, you know, where people will want to say, like, you can't be spiritual and you know, want physical things. But it's like, you're also a physical human being, signed a contract to be here and exist and participate in earth. You have to utilize physical things. Like, you're very grounded, but you're grounded in the physical and in the spirit. You're grounded. Like I said, you know, you handle both worlds very well. People are impressed with your ability to slow down and rest when you need it. Take time for yourself. Like, you know, you don't really care, you know, with the rhythm of you don't follow other people's flow. You don't follow other people's rules, regulations, rhythm. It's like, if it don't make sense for me, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not doing it. It gotta make sense for me, or it has to feel good to me. It has to feel right to me, because it ain't gonna always feel good. Not with tower moments and all of that. If you were distracted, if you were walking in fear, it could be very dangerous. but you're protected because you keep your eyes focused on, you know, something higher. You're a great problem solver. That's why I'm like, you would make a great manager, honey. A great counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist, social worker. People are impressed by your ability to not give too much of yourself away. Like, you do give, like you just are like a very balanced person. It's like you're sensitive to other people's pains because you've been there, done that. This is what makes you empathetic. But you also know not to give too much of yourself, because you gotta preserve yourself, you know, so that you're able to do more in life. And you also don't force your beliefs on others, you know. You're honest, you're compassionate, you have boundaries, and you don't overstep other people's boundaries because you know how important it is to have boundaries, you know. You stay out of people's business. Like, okay, so let's see. So why does pile number 1 leave people speechless? You own your power and your own inner authority. You have a lot of inner authority. That's what I'm saying. You ain't listening to nobody. You do things from the heart, which is what I said. Oh, set your intentions with heart and soul. Like, you're led from your hearts. You trust yourself. You're not listening to nobody. Like, feel like you believe in yourself. You have a childlike innocence and a pure heart. And that's why you always land up where you need to be, because your heart is pure. It's not too much taint in it. So it's safe for you to follow your heart. Because if this was somebody else who had all of this, you know, darkness and heaviness on their heart, and they tried to follow their heart, and fear and all of that, and they tried to follow their heart, they're probably going to end up in, you know, in worse situations. Because it's like, you're not hearing things properly. There's no filter there. There's nothing there to filter out the gunk, so that you could get the pure guidance that you need to, or whatever. So it's like, yeah, there's like a renewed, cleansed energy about you. So maybe this is you. You've been cleansed and you've been renewed. You've been made, like you're always being renewed. Look at this. People are impressed with all of the talents that you have and all of the gifts that you have. People are impressed at how sexy you are. People are speechless at how sexy you are. Yeah, because it's hella earthy energy here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo. What else am I getting here? That's a Capricorn. Yeah, but people are impressed at how well you just flow through life, and it's because you trust spirit. You got a lot of stuff coming out because you're so multi-talented. Like, you're Jack or Jackie of all trades. And people also find all of these things about you to be sexy as fuck. They're speechless. They are attracted to this about you. So there are people who are speechless because they're like, oh my God, Like what? Like where did they come from? Who created them? God created me, honey, but it's like you're supernatural. It's like you're almost like freaking alien or angels. This is Aquarius energies, like you're almost like from another planet. Like you just don't operate like other people. Yeah, you exude peace. 'Cause I know what I know. I know. Okay. Woke up in the morning feeling. Woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. I'm so blessed. Yes, yes. That's Jill Scott. Yeah, yeah. You have a lot of gratitude, a lot of energy of gratitude around you. But that is it, my loves. I'm going to leave that right there. Hold up. Before you go, okay? If you chose this pal and you made it to the end and it resonates with you and you enjoyed this, then leave a lightning bolt. Leave me a lightning bolt, okay, my loves? Now, if you were drawn to another pal, please go ahead and check that out. And until next time, peace. Okay, pal number 2, if you chose this bracelet, then this is your reading. And once again, we are checking in to find out, why do you leave people speechless, shocked, amazed, and impressed, honey? And I love your energy. Like your energy is really cute to me. Like, so people are speechless and impressed with you. First of all, we have the High Priestess here, and then we have the Three of Cups here. People are very speechless and impressed at the amount of intuitive and spiritual wisdom that you have. I want to say wisdom altogether because I feel like you guys are very smart. So I'm looking at this Queen of Fire card. I was trying to figure out if it was you, but I think it is, especially because I'm like, your energy is really cute, and I think this woman is just like so cute, like like, but people are impressed at the amount of intuitive and spiritual wisdom that you have, and they actually feel like your wisdom or your guidance is amazing, like over the top, extraordinary, like it's on a whole nother level than most people. People are often shocked at the things that you say to them. Like maybe you tell people prophetic things that you may have gained from dreams or from your own internal knowing, or maybe you just give them advice that just hit where it needs to hit every time. Like either way, people are sometimes freaked out at how on point you are, okay, with the things that you say to them. People are also shocked at how much you've grown spiritually. Like, I don't know if, I feel like you may have always been spiritual, but maybe you hid it, because I'm looking at her just hide the scroll like behind her. Like maybe you used to hide it, but somehow now people can see this and people are shocked and they're impressed. And or maybe people know that you don't feel like you dabbled in it a little bit, but they didn't know how deep you really get down with spirituality or whatever. So people are shocked and at how much you've grown spiritually and how strong your intuitive abilities are. Some are even shocked that you have these abilities, you know. People are impressed and there's a lot of freak out energy here. Like a lot of people are or was scared of you, intimidated by you, freaked out by you in the beginning. Okay, so people are impressed and freaked out by how much trust and faith you have in the divine. They feel like you are very powerful. Like, you have a lot of power, and some people may even think that you are a witch because of, you know, the things that you're interested in, or the things that you do, or the things that you talk about. You know, it's just out of the norm from what other people think is normal. But because you're so intuitively powerful, because they see you as intuitively, they see you as powerful, period. But because you're so intuitively powerful, people are often shocked at how friendly you are also. Okay, and that's because people are intimidated by your gifts. And they assume that you would be scary and vengeful, like the witches that you see on cartoons. Like, what's that? There's misconceptions out there about you, preconceived notions. I'm hearing both of those. But then I also heard, but I'm actually cool peeps. Like, I heard it like that. You know what I mean? Like, lots of people, after maybe a conversation with you, they actually end up wanting to be your friend, you know. And then some are even ashamed that they judged you so harshly from the beginning, just out of ignorance, because then they start to realize, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm being like the judgeful older people in my family, or the judgeful church people, with like, you're nothing like, you know, I thought you would have been, you know, or you're nothing like the things that people even say about you, you know, because this could be things, people talking about you and assuming things about you, because I get that you're very private about some things, or maybe you used to be very private about some things and you're not anymore, or whatever. So I get that, either way, they're like kind of ashamed that they listen to some of those harsh things, you know, out of ignorance. People are often speechless and shocked at how fun you actually are also. Like, you're a joy to be around. You're uplifting. You're not afraid to, they're very surprised at how goofy you could be sometimes. Like, you're not afraid to be a goofball, or to dance around and sing. People are shocked at how open and free you are with yourself. Because, like I said, it goes against this. Like, it just don't, um, it don't fit the boxes that people create, the traditional boxes that people create, which is really dope. You know, you guys are really mystical and dreamy, but it's like, that's not the only thing that I am. Like, you know, I'm human. Like, I have other things going on with me. You just talk to me, get to know me. I don't understand why y'all are so afraid. Like, you know, people are often speechless and shocked, like I said, how fun you are, and how much of a joy you are to be around. You know, how uplifting you are, how you they pretty much expect you to be closed off and private and mean and vengeful, and, you know, all of those darker energies. Like, people are so they're speechless and confused by your dual nature. It's like, how can you be the life of the party and be a witch? And it's like, first of all, some of you may be a witch, but for those of you who aren't, it's like, first of all, who said I was a witch? Like, where did you even get that from? Because I'm interested in things that, you know, are different from you. Why does that automatically make me this or that? Like, I am who I am. I just so happen to enjoy this, you know? I feel like you make people feel small often, just by not even you don't have to say anything. It's just by you being yourself, and, you know, and expressing yourself, being your true authentic self. People end up feeling real dumb. Like, people people often expect you to be weird in some kind of way. Like, and you might actually have a lot of people who act weird around you at first, when they, you know, first meet you or whatever. They might act a little standoffish or weird. But I think it's because they're kind of intimidated, you know. Unless, these would have to be people who have talked to other people who think that they know you. Because I feel like when people come up to you, I feel like that's not like, you still give private with these things. I feel like that's not what you give off, like, you know, unless you feel that this person might be into these things also, then, you know, people get that other side of you. But I don't feel like, I don't feel like you give that off at first. Like, these are people who know this, are people who actually take the time and really sit and talk to you. And the other people are probably old people who ain't in your life, and they just assuming things about you, or may have heard you say just a few things and started making up stories about you. And yeah, it's just, either way, they didn't really know you. You know, maybe to some people you show one side of yourself, and to others you show the other side of yourself. But I feel like that's kind of changing. Like, both sides of you are merging, and people are starting to see both sides of you. You're like, it gets like the cool witch, because she kind of looks like her wand is about to turn into a broom. She does look like she's like from one of those cartoon which shows or whatever, but she's still like very cute. It's like fairy godmother kind of, in a way, or kind of fairyish. No, she gives kind of good witch, or I keep hearing reckless though. I don't know if people think that you're reckless, but it's like wild and free energy. It's like the jokester, like, I don't know, like the trickster, like playful. It's like very playful energy I'm getting from her. So you know, those who see that side of you, some may see it as like, I don't know, people like to, from the start, like to think the worst of you. Is so crazy. Like, you know, they're reckless, and it's like, no, I'm just free. I just like to have a good time. What? Yeah, so you might have a lot of people that wear it around you. They don't know how to take you or what to expect from you. And then I was getting like the vision of like Firestarter, the movie, the little girl that just sets things on the blaze when she, you know, when she gets in her feelings or whatever. Or that's the reckless energy. People are afraid of you. These are people who are afraid of you, that feel like that reckless, because it's like, ooh, don't get her mad because she might do this. Like, girl, boy, bye. Like, and then I was getting the movie Carrie also. Like, I don't like scary movies, and these are old movies. I did see Firestarter, but I didn't watch Carrie. But I do remember like that infamous like scene, like where she's standing in up on the balcony, I think, like at a party, and it's like blood everywhere, whatever. It's like people expect you to rage out and be like evil, like but in reality, you're openly you openly love people, and you're a very loving person, like, and you love to celebrate people also. You're a people person. So people are surprised about this, you know, this part of you. They are surprised that you have this side of you, and they're often surprised at how big your heart really is, and how helpful you are, and how much you really do care about people and love people, how much you may do for your community. You could also be a humanitarian, like how much you do for your community, or how much you share with your community, whatever that community is. Like, people are amazed at how much of a social butterfly you appear to be. You are pretty much an enigma. Like, you're hard to figure out or understand. And I was hearing like, well, don't try to figure me out, just enjoy me, because I'm a good time, honey. Like, I'm a good time. Like, why are you trying to figure me out anyway? Like, blah blah blah. Like, who wants to? You're so fiery. You have a fiery nature too. It's like, who wants to waste time with working to figure somebody out? It's like work. It's like, who wants to do that? Why not? Let's just have a good time. It's given very much Sagittarius, Leo, even though we have like, you could also be like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But lots of air, any of the fire signs. It's given Sagittarius though, but you could be any of the fire signs. And with them feeling like you're reckless, they're often surprised that you're really a very patient person. It's like I don't just act off of impulse. You're very emotionally mature. Like, I don't just act off of impulse. Like, I don't just act off of emotions like that. Like, come on. Like, yes, I like to have a good time, but come on. Like, really? Also, I'm seeing like Gemini energy. Okay, so why do people are surprised at how much light you have? Look at this. Didn't I say fairy? This says fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light on your current situation. Like, people are really surprised at how much you are, like, if you are, which, how much of a light witch you are. You are a light being, a light worker. How much love and light you offer to people, and you also remind people, other people, and inspire other people to shine their own lights also. I feel like the intuitive stuff for you might actually be work, because I keep wanting to say like work. It's like this whole stuff, like, why are you worried about that? Let's go have a good time. It's like, I would rather do this with you. I'll do this with me. This is the things that I do for me behind closed doors. But when I'm with you guys, y'all get my love, my attention, my fun, all of that. Like, people are often speechless at how open you are. I feel like you have people have a conversation with you, like, you're not trying to hide things. You're also non-confrontational. Like, I feel like people have a fear that you are confrontational, but I feel like you're not. Like, you really have charming energy once they get to know you. But it says nature signs. Like, that's because they're surprised that like, you're into like symbolism and paint, that you're always, look how she looked like she's listening. You're always listening out and connecting with a higher power. They're impressed. People are impressed with your abilities though. Like, I'm hearing like, learn, like, how did they learn that? And you could even love animals too. Like, people are just, speechless as at how caring you really are. So, what are people speechless about when it comes to pile number 2? Yeah, you're so helpful, You provide strength. Like, they're surprised at how much you do for people, how much you do for your friends, how much you do for your community. This is the excuse me, this is the rescuer card that says you provide strength and support to others in crises. You act out of love with no expectation a reward. You just do it out of the goodness of your heart. You're such a beautiful, beautiful soul. You're such a light. You're such a light. Yeah, you have a darker side, but you have all of that in balance, and you don't use that on, people. You sacrifice yourself for a lot of people. You're in people, what you offer to people. People are just amazed. You know, the service that you offer people. This is the martyr card. Like, you give a lot of yourself to people. This says learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. You're led by love and light. You're led by your hearts. People are impressed that you are able to tap into nature and pay attention and see signs. People are impressed that you're able to see signs and symbols, and you know what they mean and all of that. Like, you're just one smart cookie. And people are impressed at how family oriented you are, how you activate people, like how good people feel after being around you. They're left speechless. Look at this. Look at the playfulness under here. Like, people are left feeling so good after they come out of your energy, and it's like, it's so unexpected. Like I said, a lot of people feel ashamed that they judge you the way that they did, because your heart is like really big and beautiful. It's like you're like, I'm almost hearing like you wouldn't hurt a fly. Like, you know, even though you have this fiery nature, if you need to, you would. And maybe these are the people who seen you pop off because they may have done you wrong, and they're like talking about you and stuff like that or whatever. But it's like, once they get to know you, your personality speaks for itself. You're very much a free spirit. Oh, why do pile number 2? What are people speechless about when it comes to pile number 2? They're surprised at how much beauty you see in the world. You don't see the world the way people see the world. And you appear to have a lot of hope and faith in the world. Maybe that the world can heal. Maybe that's why you offer yourself. You're trying to help the world in some kind of way. You know, you're trying to do your part. Okay, now look at this. 3 again. You could also have like two strong people that you keep around you, friends, family, or something, you know, and people are I feel like people are surprised that other people love you so much. Like, people are drawn to you, attracted to you. This came out in pile number 1. How you live an intentional life. There's purpose. You live a purpose-filled life. You allow your heart and your soul to lead you. You live a soulful life, a soul-filled life. And then I keep hearing this. I was here before I started. All I am and all that I will ever be is because of you. You came and changed my world. That's music. I'm gonna get another song for you because I didn't even get a song for you yet. But is that called The Reason? Yeah. I feel like you've changed a lot of people's worlds and perspectives about the world. Yeah. Like closed mind. I feel like you shock a lot of closed-minded people. Okay, so we're almost close to being done. Why do pile number 2 leave people speechless? Or what are people impressed, shocked, or amazed about pile number 2? Oh, you guys might be witches. Or people are impressed by your knowledge of herbs, of health and healing. People are impressed with your healing abilities. You have healing energy, and then maybe you know a lot about natural healing modalities or something like that. Maybe you're into like holistic and natural methods of healing. Maybe you know a lot about like teas and tinctures and tonics and herbs, and you know, you could be into like holistically healing. So you guys are healers. Look at you're here. You are healers. Look at that. You're healers. People are impressed with your healing abilities. You heal people. That's why I'm like, when people leave your energy, it's something about your energy, something about the way you make people feel. Just you being in the presence of people, it heals people. It heals their mind. It heals their perspective. It heals the darkness, their dark way of thinking and seeing life. You know, because like I said, it makes people feel a little, a little stupid. So let's get a couple more cards. People are left speechless at how inspirational and inspiring you are. You're actually angelic. You're more angelic than you are witchy, you know. But you are very magical though. But your magic comes from the divine. It doesn't come from this dark place that people think. Your knowledge and your wisdom, intuitive ability comes from the divine. It's divine. It's angelic. You exude peace. You don't give off the chaos that they expect. You have a growth mindset. You're very positive and optimistic, and you're all about making things better. And, you know, you're great problem solvers. Like, how do we fix this? What do we do to make life better? Like, how do we grow this? Like, I feel like anything that you touch, you make it better. Yeah, it's given like, kind of like Empress energy too, even though we have the High Priestess here, but we got the Queen of Fire. It's like, you're a queen, honey. People are impressed at how in charge of your world you seem, your world. But they feel like you give very valuable advice. They're impressed with the advice that you give. I feel like you dress different too. You are, look, it's extraordinary. You are the best at what you do. Whatever it is that you do, people feel like you're the best. Cream of the crop. Creme de la creme. Anything else in here? I'm going to get a song at the end. I'm just going to give it to you. Because you love everyone and you don't like bullies, first of all. And maybe that's when, maybe the people who saw that feistiness, you know, that they're intimidated by, are probably bullies. And, you stand up for yourself. It's like, I'm sweet, but I ain't about to just, take anything from nobody. And I'm not about to watch you, take advantage of somebody else or bully somebody else. Like, so people are shocked that you really do love everyone and you're genuine and you are inclusive. You don't leave people out. Like, you just love people. You're a people person. Ooh, honey. People recognize that you're very special. You have been chosen. You are a part of the 144,000 crew that is spoken about in the Bible. People are surprised at how independent you are. And that's for the people who see how you are a people person. Because usually people would associate people who are a people person, they would say like, oh, this person needs to be around people. And it's like, no, I don't need to be around people. I enjoy being around people, but I also enjoy my time alone. Like, I don't need people. I'm very independent. Like like people, every time they try to put you in a box, it's like, nope, you're wrong again. I love it. Like, look at that. You have a unique style. I'm like, because I'm looking at her clothes, like, look how she's dressed. It's like very all over the place. It's a little different, polka dot, green, all this other. But she's really cute, though. I think she's so cute. Like, I feel like people think the way that you carry yourself, the way that you dress is really cute. People are speechless at how nurturing and caring you really are. Okay, so I'm about to go ahead and get a song for you. Empress, didn't I say Empress energy? This is Emperor and Empress energy. You're beautiful, you're smart, and you're kind-hearted. You're everything. You are everything, and everything is you. Ooh, oh, oh, my everything. Yes, you. Every time, like the other powder song came out at the very end, I didn't even have to pull a song, and yours is doing the same thing. You always have the right answer. You're a great problem solver. Let me get a song for you anyway, even though you are everything is what song that just came out for you. Oh, and we got, I don't need a song for you. We're going to go with that because we already got a song for you. We got The Reason by Music and You Are Everything by Mary J. Blige. Those will be down in the description box. So, okay, let's see if you guys chose this pal. Angel wings. Leave an angel, some angel wings, or because I know somebody said that they couldn't find the angel. You could just leave a big old red heart. Leave a heart because you guys have big, beautiful hearts, letting me know that this is your pal and that you made it to the end, that it resonated with you. Okay, my loves, if you were drawn to another pal, please go and check that out. And until next time, peace. Ooh, honey, pal number 3, last but not least. Ciao. Okay. So once again, we're tapping in to find out, why do you leave people speechless, shocked, amazed, and impressed? And for you, caught off guard. Why are people caught off guard by you, honey? As you can see, we got 3 cards here pulled already for you. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the High Priestess. And then I was like, wait, is the High Priestess really for you? Well, honey, then the Moon card came out. I said, okay, well, let's go then. Let's go then. This, for you, you got people caught in a chokehold. For you, it's your energy. It's your vibe. People are very caught off guard, shocked, and speechless about the energy that you give off. It's giving Pisces, but now I'm getting Scorpio, because I feel like people feel like they get trapped in your web. It's like you're, because I'm here, unassuming. What's unassuming? Yeah, your energy is like very unassuming. You come off as innocent, humble, like modest, very laid back, innocent. But it's like when it get close, it's like, it's almost like when you walking, like when you're walking in the dark and you walk into a spider web that you had no idea was there, you didn't see it. It's like, it's almost like that. Ooh, that's funny. because I'm seeing like a lot of like movement, like people trying to get out of your web. Because at the end of what I channeled for you, because now I'm seeing somebody just trying to get it off of them. You know, they're panicking, trying to get the web off of them. You know, I guess before the spider comes and, you know, bites them or whatever. But I also got at the end, I got the vision of somebody like trying to rub your essence off of them. Like as if they're trying, like they're like rubbing their face. Like it's like they're trying to get themselves to snap out of your spell, but they can't. Like it's a vibe. It's a vibe all the time. Oh Lord, not Krishawn Michelle is showing up, honey. I mean Krishawn Michelle, Lord. No, Krishawn Rock. It's a vibe. Your energy is a vibe. Now I'm about to put that as your song. You know what's so crazy? When you first seen Krishan Rock, actually when you see her, period, like before you know, seeing any of the things that she's been involved in or whatever, like she appears to be very innocent, even with the tattoos. But if you saw her before the tattoos, she gives off very sweet energy until, you know, it's just when she's around oh boy or whatever. But like she gives off innocence, but it's like really she be a beast with it, okay? Like she ain't no joke, nothing to play with. And I feel like people are caught off guard at the way that they read you. They read you wrong. It's like, and I feel like it's not intentional. People are very delusional when it comes to you. So I'm getting Pisces energy heavy here. Like it's not that you are being fake. It's not that you put off anything, you know, trying to out here trying to be anything that you're not. But it's just something, it's like it's a haze or something around you. There's something around you that allows people to not see you clearly, you know. And then I feel like they blame you because I also got at the end, like people feel tricked by your energy or whatever. Tricked, trapped, all of that. Like, it's so crazy. This high priestess came out in the last pile. And I could see how it would be connected. But if you were drawn to that pile, go ahead and check that out. But let's get into what I channel. Like look at these dogs. I'm looking at these dogs, how like they're like at her commands. Like I feel like you have a lot of people feel like, oh, you got people who are very loyal to you. Like people are surprised at how many people you have loyal to you. And then you also have people eating out the palm of your hands. And I think that people are also speechless at the way you have apparently have seemingly have people eating out of the palm of your hand. Some people feel like you have manipulative energy. You know, there are people who are suspicious of your energy, but that's their problem. Like, you know, this could be a protective thing. There is definitely a haze or something over you that's not allowing people to see you quite the way that you really are. Yeah, it's like a protective barrier. But so first of all, like this is what I channel here. Like I feel like people are surprised when they see or meet you because they feel like they know you already. Like as soon as they meet you, like you feel like family, friend, girlfriend, boyfriend. Like you just feel like they know you are already. Like your energy is very welcoming. People might say to you, you know, you might have heard a few times, like, don't I know you from somewhere? Or I feel like I met you before, but I can't put my finger on it. Like, you may get that from people a lot. Like, people are often shocked at the emotions that you invoke in them. Your energy affects other people's hearts, not just their energy. Your energy affects people's hearts and their emotions. Like people feel like you're playing tricks on them, child. Some people feel like you're heaven sent, or that they have a divine connection with you, or a past life connection or something like that. It's just that very familiar energy. Yeah, you feel very familiar to people. But people are often shocked at how comfortable they feel around you, and how quickly they feel comfortable around you. This is also another power, because like I said, the High Priestess came out in the last power, but this is another power where people are impressed with how wise and how intuitive you are. How powerfully you're very, 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 you have powerful intuitive abilities that people are kind of, intimidated by, caught off guard by, because these people are shocked by your energy, but they're also impressed. It makes people curious about you. A lot of people they're not just speechless and shocked and amazed, like they're curious, and often want to come closer to you, get closer to you, to know more about you. And it's like when they try, they get trapped, just like that spider web. You feel like an old soul to people, which is kind of confusing to people and amazes people, because I feel like you have a youthful energy about you. But it's like when they get to talk to you and all of that, it's like you're really an old wise soul, no matter how old you are. But you also feel like an old friend to people. As I was saying, you have that familiar energy. Like people are very freaked out at how drawn they are to you. They're shocked at how much they miss you when you're not around also. People are also surprised at how easy you are to fall in love with, honey. Some think, like I said, people think you put a spell on them, because you are definitely a highly, highly magical being. And people recognize this. You have a mystical, magical nature about you. I don't know if this is a way that you dress. Even if you do dress this way, you still dress like really comfortable. It's like unassuming. It's like there's something about you people you may wear that may show that you're, in the magic, but it's also like you look very comfortable in it. Like you give off innocent. There's just something that makes people read you, like, very weird. People are also speechless at how well you can see through bullshit, illusion, and people's manipulative games. I feel like a lot of these people, or some of these people, are predators that are shocked and speechless by your power, because it's like when the predator becomes prey, kind of. Even though I don't feel like you do this, but it feels like it feels like that. It's like I've been tricked. Your energy is very dreamy. Like you give off siren vibes. Like think about Halle Bailey. You know what's crazy? I say all the time, like Halle Bailey, she gives off the most sweet, innocent, beautiful, angelic vibes. But I be like, you guys, Halle is an Aries. Holly's is an Aries. I swore for a long time she was Pisces, but no, she's not. She's an Aries, but she probably got hella Pisces energy that puts some kind of barrier over her so people don't get to see. Y'all know Aries energy is very masculine energy, but if you watch her when she's out with her man and stuff, the stuff that they did, she's very active. Like she love, um doing active things, sporty things and stuff like that. Like, and it's like that is kind of opposite from that very girly energy that we get. It's like I can see beyond it, but it's like there's some, like, people don't see it. That doesn't take away from her sweetness, but it's like it gives off she gives off damsel in distress energy when really she can handle herself. And if you listen, her sister Chloe always says, like, she's not the one to worry about. Chloe says that like Chloe is the shy, the shy one. Holly is the one that takes up for Chloe. She's the firecracker right there, but nobody ever sees that. Like, it's actually funny to me or whatever, but I just feel like that's what people get. That's what you get for trying to, put people in a box. Like, you go get trapped. So you give off like siren vibes. People often feel like they get put under your spell. Like I said, your energy is just like addictive as hell. Like, this pal, people are most shocked at the control that you appear to have over people. Like, honey, like, you may even give off like star energy, some of you, but you appear to have like a sweet, so on outside, you have a sweet, gentle, tender, and romantic vibe to you that catches people off guard. And people love the men, men or people, not just people, period, users and stuff like that. Like, they love to prey on the innocent. And it's like you're the right person for it, honey. People are people are caught off guard by your innocence. And they feel tricked somehow by you. People fantasize and reminisce over you more often than you would think too. It's giving stalker. And then, like I told you, I was getting a vision of someone like trying to rub your essence, like just rub you off of them, like trying to snap out of your spell. But people are also shocked at how seductive your energy is. So it's like they feel like you can't harm a fly. And it's like, you have no idea. If I needed to, I could. Like, your energy it gives damsel in distress. It makes people want to take care of you and care for you and protect you. Just like Holly, like, people, like, they will fight to the death for our mermaid, honey. But yeah, I feel like this is people feeling like this is people and this is you. It's like, I just want to protect this sweet little innocent baby. Like, this is like a guardian here, like fairy godmother. But I feel like this is you also. You do have a fairy godmother energy about you too. I feel like you care for people too. People are surprised that, yeah, because you give off like that innocence, like you can't fend for yourself energy. So people are shocked by how protective you really are and how nurturing you really are. It's like, what? It's a lot of like, what? Confusion. Living in confusion. There's more protective energy here. They are surprised at how protective you are and how protected you are. You are the guardian of your precious dreams. People, did I say I feel like people dream about you? They often daydream about you. That's what I meant to say. Like, I feel like you show up in people's dreams a lot, which freaks people out. Maybe you're having conversations with people in dreams. You're showing people, you know, things that's freaking them out or something. People are also surprised at how protective you are of your energy too. Like, you do have a and maybe you might have this very protective energy because you may have been victimized before, you know, from people just wanting to suck your energy dry, vultures, predators coming towards you, and you learn, because I feel like you have a lot of strength though, so this could be where your strength came from and made you like very protective of yourself and of other people that you see innocent, very protective of children. You guys are, all the water signs are here: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I just heard that you're emotionally charged, or you charge people up emotionally. You have a young feel to you, but an old feel to you also. Look, I'm looking at her. This looks like a grandmother, but look how youthful her face look. So you could be, there is just like, it can't figure you out. There's a confusion around there, around you, a lot of illusion. It's like, are you young or are you older? Like, what are you? Are you here? Now I'm here. I've been here before. I'm young and I'm old. I'm rich and I'm poor. You've, like, I've been here before. You're all things. I mean, because in reality, you are young to somebody and you are older to somebody. I'm strong, and it's like I'm in my, you're perfectly, I feel like in your masculine and feminine energy. I'm strong, but I am vulnerable also. I'm sweet, but I'm also strong, you know? Wow. The Messiah card. People are impressed by how much humility you do have. Like, I feel like people are kind of weirded out by how divine you feel, how angelic you feel, because I feel like they sexualize you a lot. And it makes them feel, because it's like, but who's gonna think about having sex with Jesus? Like, it's like a Mother Mary. It's like you give off like Mother Teresa, Mother Mary energy. Like, you have very protective energy. Like, you're serving humanity, you're protecting humanity. People are impressed with the work that you do. So maybe you do some kind of, you have some kind of service where you use your intuition, your guidance, the advice, or you're just, you know, just a lot of love and nurturing. Maybe you do something where you take care of children, nurture children. Maybe you do some kind of interpretation, something, you know, interpreting dreams, interpreting symbols, numbers, maybe the occult, maybe anything of the occult interests you. People, I feel like people are surprised at the things that interest you, because it's like it don't go with your energy, kind of. People, look at this Advocate. You know, people are surprised at the fight that you have in you, you know, for other people, and the love and the compassion that you have in the people, how much you will do for other people, how much you will fight for other people, how much you will protect other people. A queen, here's the queen that came out. People are speechless at how regal your energy is, but also how benevolent you are, how kind you are. You have a lot of authority, authoritative energy, but you're still very kind. And you, like I said, this says, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. You see what I'm saying? It's like people feel like you need saving, but you're the one out here saving people. Beautiful energy. I'm laughing because it's like, yeah, people are kind of tricked, but this is like a divine power that you have. This is something that you were born with for your protection. This, even your innocence and that seductive energy is it's a tool for you. People are surprised at how much joy you bring to them, like how much you pour into people, how much you ignite people. I feel like you ignite people in some kind of way. You ignite their souls. You give people a lot of hope. You bring life. You give life. You give life. And it could be with the advice, or it could be your energy. It could be all of the above. Because look how this hummingbird is sucking the nectar out of this flower. It's almost like you allow yourself to be used with purpose. Yes, the service. How you people are speechless at how you're not afraid to be used, to allow people to use you. Because in reality, it's not people that's using you, it's spirit that's using you. You're allowing spirit to use you. People are speechless at how you're able to fly above and transcend and so much. Like, but look at Pegasus. Like, you're such a, people are surprised at how much of a magical being. It's like you came out of this sacred forest. It's like you're like a sacred treasure or something like that. And you might actually sing or hum around a lot, like, you know, hum happy tunes, or something. Like when you're happy, you do something that shows, or people can hear that you're happy, you're excited, or something like that. Like, you come from the mystical realms. It's almost like you're not real. So why are people left speechless when it comes to pile number 3? You are a divine goddess. You are a queen. You are a goddess. You embrace your inner divine goddess. You like, honey, you are empress. Like, you are divine feminine. You are queen of divine feminine. Like, you're like at the top. Like, people are not used to this energy. It's why it's so addictive. And people impressed that, you know, you celebrate yourself. And I'm hearing like you celebrate yourself, you dress yourself up like you're very beautiful, like you pour into yourself, you recognize who you are, you act the part. People enjoy when you are celebrating. When you celebrate yourself, you have very celebratory, I feel like you celebrate other people. People feel like you deserve the world. Also, there are people that want to give you the world. Remember, you have that damsel in distress. People just want to come and save you, snatch you up, wife you up, husband you up, and just take care of you, nurture you, all of that. Woman or man. So, we're getting close to the end. So, why are people left speechless when it comes to pile number 3? You're like a dream to me. You're like a dream to me. Could I ever know? People are impressed with your mediumship abilities, your intuitive abilities. You are a bridge. You do something with dream work or something, but people are impressed with your intuitive skills. I almost feel like Spirit is trying to get me to start doing 2 piles, because some of this energy is like it's coming out from another pile. Ooh, here we go. People are surprised that you're also a warrior. They're surprised at how strong you are, how courageous you are, how you're not afraid to fight for a purpose, for a cause, for the things that you believe in, the people that you believe in, how disciplined you are, how much self-control you are, how protective you are over people, over the underdog, or those who you know cannot protect themselves, like especially when it comes to children, you know. And when people get to see that bite in you, the anger, the passion, or whatever comes, they're surprised by that, because like I said, they see the sweet angelic energy. People are impressed by your spirituality, your spiritual wisdom and knowledge. People, and also the calling that you have. People see that you have a calling. They're impressed. They're impressed. And they're shocked and speechless that you're actually moving forward with it and you're doing something major with it. They're impressed with the fact that you trust yourself so much like that. But this is also, yeah, I feel like people, you really should protect your dreams. Like, I feel like there are people pulling on your energy through your dreams. You spend a lot of time in the spiritual realms, in the dream state. You do a lot in the dream state, and I feel like somehow people notice. Maybe they see you in dreams and they're trying to connect with you in dreams. But you embody, whoa, see what I'm saying? It's just very healthy. You embody the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's the divine masculine that people don't see. But they do get a taste of it somehow. Okay, all these cards. Okay, you're spiritually gifted. People are, you know, speechless at how gifted you are spiritually. How regal and how graceful you are. How graceful you are at the work that you do. They're shocked that you're living at the way you live your life. You're living your life like it's golden. I'm going to make that one of your songs too. Let me put that right here so I don't forget it. Why are people shocked, amazed, and impressed by pile number 3? Highly spiritual. It's just people are. It's just spirituality. People are really impressed at how spiritual you are and how powerful your love is. Your love is incredible. I won't go there because and that's on the Cisco. He's talking about your love is incredible, and then he's talking about imagining your body moving like centipede. So he go from how incredible your love is to sex. Like, people just want to sexualize you, but they're ashamed that they want to sexualize you because you're something like an angel. You have a unique style about you that people are impressed with. You have Emperor, and you're very balanced. You're very emotionally balanced, intellectually balanced. You operate from your mind and your heart. You balance them out very well, okay? And you're beautiful. Your energy is very soothing and healing to people. The things that you teach people about spirituality, you are very mystical and dreamy. As I said, you appear to be aging backwards. That's why I'm saying people are confused by your age. It's like, how old are you? You know, you look good for your age, no matter what age you are. Look at that. People feel like you're their soulmates. That's what I was saying. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh yeah, so we got I've been here before. People are surprised at how independent and fearless you are, and then the other half are surprised at how romantic you are. It's kind of like, for those, some people get to see the masculine side of you, and those people are very surprised at how spiritual and loving you are. The masculine side is how they get to see that fight and how protective you are or whatever. They're surprised at how soft and nurturing and gentle you are. And then those who see that, you know, the softer side of you, are surprised at how strong you are. I want to baby. I just want to get a song for you. It's the first time I did it like this. Did y'all whole reading without a song? But I feel like the only way for me to get it to go faster is to not start off with a song. Okay, Spirit, let's get a song. Why are people shocked, amazed, impressed with pound number 3? What is it that people are impressed by when it comes to pound number 3? It's your queen energy. They're shocked that you give off queen. Okay, they're shocked that you are a queen. They're surprised. And they're embarrassed that they didn't treat you as such, for those who didn't. And those who are late to the party with recognizing that. They're a little embarrassed, honey. Yeah. Okay, so if you chose this power, I want you guys to leave me a moon. Be a full moon, crescent moon, or whatever. Leave that down in the description box. If you chose this power, you made it to the end, and it resonates with you. Okay, my loves? And like I said, if you were drawn to another power, go ahead and check that out. And until next time, peace.